What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. So today, there's a bunch of things happening behind the scenes. We are about to have the Soul Foundation happening. There's gonna be all pretty much all the big wigs attending the events. Some are not, but and I heard some rumors about an upcoming story that is potentially gonna change a lot of things. Someone who's very known in the UFO world is covering this story. I don't know what it is exactly, but I do know that it's coming. I don't know if it's some firsthand testimony or some video. I have no idea. There are rumblings though, but I think it will be responsible to specifically say what I've heard because I don't know for sure. All I know is that it is coming over the next 2 or 3 weeks. You guys are gonna know when it comes out. It is from a known personality from the topic, so that's one. Also, there's something that Bebe Ramaswamy wrote right before the hearings that made me think that he's really well informed and he's potentially asking some of the most poignant questions out there for the government that need to be answered about these legacy programs and all that. This is what he wrote on Twitter. Ahead of the House Oversight Committee's UFO hearing today, I'm calling on committee members to publicly ask witnesses the following 7 questions. We can handle the truth. Number one, has the US government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial or otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? If so, when did this first occur? What are the names and titles of the people with direct firsthand knowledge of and access to the crash retrieval programs? Which facilities, military bases house the recovered material? Number three, what special access programs cover this information? And how is it possible that they have evaded oversight for so long? Number four, when did these programs begin and who authorized them? Number five, what level of security clearance is required to fully access these programs? With Dr. Kirkpatrick of Arrow seemingly unaware and David Grush being denied access, Title 10 and Title 50 authorization are apparently insufficient. So, what's necessary and who gets to decide? Number six, which private corporations are directly involved in this program? How much taxpayer money has been invested in these programs? And number seven, has there been an active US government disinformation campaign to deny the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena? If so, why? This is someone who is just about to be part of the presidential cabinet with President-elect Trump. He's going to be part of the government efficiency department and he's going to be high up. So this guy is really well informed on what's happening with the UFO topic. These questions are amongst the ones that should have been asked in both hearings, and none of them were really. So you can't not be excited for someone who is disengaged in the topic and is going to come to power. There are other names that are also going to be part of the cabinet that are very pro disclosure and pro UFOs. John Ratcliffe is one of them. He's going to be director of the CIA. There's also, well, there was Matt Gaetz, but he just dropped out because of the legal problems that he's having. He's been accused of some really horrible stuff. So, and I happen to think that regardless of someone's politics, if you're involved in something like that and you're being accused of stuff like that, you should move away from the UFO topic. That's just gonna add more toxicity to it, and I don't think it's necessary. Although Matt Gaetz has been very involved in it and he's been part of the overall effort, I think it's a good idea for him to step back and just not be involved at all. And anybody else who's in these types of issues or problems should stay away. That's just my opinion. That's one. People high up in the government. We've seen some others in the past. There was a general who was on the Bill Maher show There was Harald Malmgren, who was a presidential advisor for 4 different presidents. This guy has been very active on his Twitter. He recently spoke about the one of the biggest conspiracy theories of all time, which is where did the Nikola Tesla files go? And if you guys don't know, Donald Trump's uncle, John G. Trump, was the one who confiscated that by orders of Vannevar Bush, who has been presumably always linked to this Majestic 12 group, which is like the first ever group that classified the whole UFO topic back in the late 40s, early 50s. That's a rabbit hole that you guys might want to get into. Uh, this Malmgren guy, so he's very active in this. He clearly knows a lot of the historical stuff that's been happening related to a UFO topic. But now, an active Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, was asked the following question. Here it is.
I hope you're okay with this question. Aero Chief Dr. Kozlowski testified on the Hill today about the open UAP cases. I was wondering if any briefings have reached you on that, and in your career, if you've seen UAP threaten national security, and the progress that the office has made under your leadership.
Well, I've quite frankly, I've not seen any UAP incidents that I would categorize as threatening non-security. There are things that happen, that have happened, and probably will continue to happen that are difficult to explain. And so when we encounter things like that, we will go and investigate those things because whether it's some really unexplained phenomena or it's just something that is explainable, we just have to get to the root cause. We've organized our effort to ensure that we can methodically identify and assess these incidents. And I want to thank Congress for continuing to support us with the resources that we need to be effective.
So Lloyd Austin is not denying UFOs. He's saying that they're real. He's saying that they can't be explained. And he's the sitting Secretary of Defense. I don't think that's the coup de grace that Matt Pines was talking about. But I think this is getting pretty close because although he didn't come forward himself and say these things, he was asked the question and responded somewhat unexpectedly because I'm never expecting a sitting official right now to publicly say this. So I think that's a major step forward as well. And there's a lot of stuff coming up in the following weeks or so besides this story. I know that Mr. James Fox already announced that December 16 is going to be when the program comes out. He told me before the announcement that it was coming out in every platform. That's confirmed now. And it is coming out worldwide. So thank you, Mr. Fox, for making this effort. There's a lot of people outside of the US that want to see your movie, so thank you. There's also that Dan Farah documentary that's still coming out. They actually mentioned it in the November 13th hearings, where they said that 30 plus US officials are going to be part of the documentary. I'm not sure if some of them may be part of the legacy programs or I don't know anything about it, but they did say that it was 30 plus. And that's exciting because there's a lot of people involved in this that have been hyping this up as a real game changer, quote unquote. So let's see what happens. There's a lot of stuff coming up. So let me know what you think. What are you expecting from the Seoul conference? What do you think this upcoming story is going to be that is potentially going to maybe change things finally? Or do you think it's just more hyping up without any results, really? Let me know. I do think that Lloyd Austin talking about this and Vivek talking about this is also worth noting. And I don't know, maybe more people from government that are currently sitting might be motivated by this to finally come forward, because we need that right now. The hearings were, they had an effect on people. Um, they had positive effects, but they also had some negative effects, because us who are following the topic were expecting a little evidence and we didn't get it. So we're still waiting for that. I hope it comes before the end of the year. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the content you see, like, share, comment, subscribe, share the content everywhere on the internet. YouTube loves that. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there's a bunch of links in the description so you can take your pick. Every help is always appreciated. So thank you. And without further ado, I'll see you guys until tomorrow's interview. Bye.